First up, we have a lovely festive hairstyle with 2 French braids with Christmas charms running down the plaits and 2 lovely red bows at the bottom. First of all, brush through the hair. Secondly, make your parting. I just use a rat tail comb to do this. Try and make it as neat as possible. Grab your bobble and tie one side of the hair up just so you're not getting it mixed up in your plaits. Now it's time to start the French plait on one side. Brush through the hair again to smooth it out. Grab a tiny piece at the top of the head at the front, and then you're going to do 3 pieces as if you're going to form a plait. So to do a French plait, you're going to start with about 2 inches of hair at the top of your head and divide it into 3 of the equal sections. Take the right section of hair and cross it over your middle section, which now becomes the new section of hair. Then cross the left section of the hair over your new middle section. You're going to be weaving in the hair as you go. You're picking up hair from the sides of the head and adding them to the left and right sections as you continue to braid. Continue French plaiting until you've got to the bottom of your hair. I just use a little elastic to keep this in place. And there is the finished French braid. Next up, you're going to do the other side. So once again, you're going to grab your hair, you're going to brush it and smooth it through. Then you're going to grab your little 2-inch section at the top front of the head and you're going to start your plait. You're going to weave in for your left and your right sections and continue until you get to the bottom of the hair. These are the charms I'm going to be using on Isla's hair today. These are from Shein. There was about £1.75 a bag. There's a closer look at what they look like. So here you just grab the charm, open the ring at the top and then weave it into the hair and then close the ring around the hair so it secures it into place. There's a little snowman one there. Next I just chose a Christmas tree. I was just going for a random variety here, making sure no 2 were together that were the same. Open the ring and put it into the plait. You're going to continue to do this right down the French braid using your different charms, and it just creates a really festive, cute look. Then of course you're going to do the same to the right side of the head. You could go for a mirrored look and do the same charms at the same level, but I just went for a really random approach and just did them anywhere, as I think sometimes a Christmas hairstyle, the wackier the better. The last thing I put on the hair was 2 little red bows right at the bottom. These were just bows I got again from Shein. I think there was about £1 for both. Put them right at the bottom, which I think looked really cute. And here is the finished look. A lovely Christmas charm hairstyle with French braids. Next up we have a simple hairstyle where we've used curly hair we've created one plait in the middle and used charms and a bow to go down the back of the head to make a really nice cute festive hairstyle. So this hairstyle could be done after the last hairstyle where you French plaited the hair. If the child keeps the French braids in overnight, when you take the French braids out, it will look something a little bit like this. A really nice curly hair is left, and you can do so many hairstyles with this. I really love it when I leave the French braids in Isla's hair overnight. I'm going to take my rat tail comb and just section off the hair. So I like to just go from above the ear from both sides and grab the hair. It doesn't have to be neat, as you're never going to see underneath. So just grab from around about above the ear and pull it in to your hand, which is going to go into a bubble. Once you're happy with how much you've left down and how much you've put up, grab some hairspray and start to smooth the top of the head with your rat tail comb. Smooth it into your hand, make it look as neat as you can. Grab your bubble and tie this top section up. Once it's in the bubble, you're going to grab 3 strands from this section and you're just going to do a normal plait. So just grab from your left, put that in the middle, your right, put that in the middle, left, right, just a normal plait all the way down to the bottom of the hair. Grab an elastic. I've just used a red one here as it's a festive hairstyle. I thought, why not, let's go for red. Secure the plait at the bottom and this is what you're left with. A plait at the top and curly hair underneath. Grab any bow, this bow is again from Shein, and place this over the bubble to kind of hide the bubble a little bit and give it a little bit of a festive look. Then you're going to grab your charms, again these are from Shein, around about £1.75 a bag, and you're just going to place these down the plait in any which way. You can use different charms. I've just used Santa's all the way down this time. And I just put in 4 charms this time underneath the bow. And there you have it, curly underneath, a plait on top with a lovely red velvet bow and some Santa charms down the plait. The next hairstyle we're going to create is a really nice festive bun, and all you need is your inner bun and a nice festive scrunchie. I got mine from Shein and it was really cheap. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to smooth out the hair. Grab your bobble, and I tend to push the hair up as much as I can with my hand and then smooth it in with the brush. For this hairstyle, I have gone for the top left, just so it stands out a little bit more than just being at the back of the head. I'm going for the top left of Isla's head today. So once you've smoothed it out, I grab some hairspray, spray it around every side of the head, and then I will grab my thin comb and start to smooth it in to get rid of any of those loose hair bits. Once you're happy with it, grab your bobble and just tie it into a normal ponytail at the top of the head. Grab your inner bun, you can get these in a couple of sizes. Isla's on the medium size at the moment. Pull the hair from the bobble through the bun, part it into 2. Try and cover as much of the bun as possible. Obviously you don't want to see that the bun is in there. I always have a bobble on my wrist at this point, as when I'm happy with it, I will tie the bobble around the bun. This just keeps it in place whilst you gather the rest of the hair to clip it in. All the loose hair that's left you want to now try and wrap around the base of the bun. I just swirl it around my finger and then wrap it round as neatly as possible. I then hold it in place and grab any clip. Any clip will work here, these are just what I had to hand. You can't see these at all once they're in. Clip the end of the hair first, still holding it in place so it doesn't fall apart. Grab another clip and just start clipping around it to try and hold it in as tightly as possible. I always just grab another bobble just to secure it even more in place so it doesn't fall out when she's at school. Grab your festive bun. You can use the tinsel scrunchies. These red scrunchies are my favourite, and that just transforms the hair into this beautiful festive bun with minimal effort. I always give it one last wisp of hairspray just to try and hold it in place as much as possible. And I smooth it back at the end. And here is the finished look. A beautiful festive bun. Next up, we have a really easy hairstyle to do on Hallie. So firstly, we brush through the hair to smooth it out. Then I'm going to use my rat tail comb to create as neat a parting as possible down the middle. Then I'm going to grab my bobble and tie up half of the hair so that it's not coming into contact with the other half of the hair. Grab my bobble so it is around my wrist. Then I'm going to brush Hallie's hair into a high pony to the left hand side. Use a bit of hairspray and smooth all the hair into the bobble to make it as neat as possible. Hallie has a lot of flyaways, so hairspray is a must. Then I'm going to grab my bobble and tie it into the pony as high as possible so you can see the festive bows that we're about to place in from the front. Then I'm going to do the same to the right hand side, as high as possible and as level as possible to the left hand side. Brush and smooth into the bobble. Apply a bit of hairspray and again use that rat tail comb to smooth it into the bobble to get as smooth a finish as possible. I always like to give her a little ringlet if I can. So tie the right hand side and check that they are both level. I just curl it into my hands just because it makes it look really nice and cute. Then we're going to add these really lovely bows from Shein. I think they were £1.50 each or something, very cheap. Then we're going to place them at the top of one side. Then you're going to grab your other and place it at the top of the other side. And here is a really, really simple and easy to do, especially great for the dads out there. Brush the fringe, and there we have it. A really easy and simple festive hairstyle.